Okay, so so much resistance, so much resistance. Okay, so just to set the stage, I have a couple of super cute doggies here, and they get kind of nervous if I get like noisy or uh sound weird. At least in their mind, right? I don't know what their definition of weird is until they tell me. So, uh, I feel a lot of energy coming through me. And I've been wanting to practice this voice and this character. I don't know what her name is yet, so I might be open to suggestions. But whatever. I'm open to suggestions. You have to get to know me just a little bit, okay? So, I'm gonna try to remember that I don't need to be professional anymore. That was not fun, but I felt like I didn't have an option. So, more setting the stage. I am wearing my actual favorite pants. These. I got really excited about a different pair that I love, and so I posted online that they were my favorite ever. And then these came out of the laundry, and I realized these are my favorite ever. How could I ever think that anything else could be my favorite? But I usually my favorite is whatever I have at the time. But I got lots of favorites, so I've already written what I've extolled the joys and the reasons these are awesome in writing already, and I don't want to get distracted. I have a very important story to tell. But I will say, partly they are my favorite. Because I love this scene. I gotta stay on task. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and tapping because I have too much energy in my body right now, and it's hard being the weirdo, but I'm used to it. So I'm gonna do the weird stuff because also my tarot readings told me that it's a good idea to do my silly weird shit. So I try and okay. So I gotta remember to take deep breaths. I got to remember tell how I didn't learn to breathe. I didn't learn to breathe till I was in my 20s and in my first mental health crisis group. Don't worry, the story turns out okay. I'm still here. So, okay. So, okay, my pants. Oh, I got them in Palm Springs with my favorite buddies of the longest time, except for my other favorite buddies. So, I got lots of favorite buddies, but I've had them for 30 years. And these are two of the bestest, Piper and Laura. But actually, Laura's very, very private, so maybe she's gonna want me to give her an alias. I don't know. Okay, I'm starting to calm down. All right, so the pants, they were only $5. I love that too, and they are the perfect comfort level for almost all conditions. And no, I don't need to pay attention. Oh, I gotta silence this thing. You're gonna make me crazy. No, thank you. Quiet. Okay, have it on do not disturb. The only person who gets through on do not disturb is my daughter. No one else. Okay, so back to the excitement. What the story I want to tell. Okay. So I love it. I didn't used to. It used to be real hard, but now it just kind of makes me giggle and appreciate a lot of stuff. So I I try to remember what was the first time I had if something's happening right now that I will go, oh God, why is that like hurtful to remember? Uh okay, so I try or yeah, anyway, so to get okay, so it's hurtful to remember this whatever. Oh shit, I'm having a hard time. Just how I'm just gonna give an example. Okay, so today I'm gonna give thumbs up every time I say something that I'm super excited about, like specifically. But I'm gonna try not to take too many detours. Okay, yeah, stick to the main street of thought. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay, so today I have a meeting with my assistant. I've been training her up to be like the prototype, the prototype for the like big team, ever growing team of mostly young folks, like college age. To like get a job that's super flexible and really helps small entrepreneurs. So that's it. Those are important details. But now I'm gonna. That was also a little detour. I'm gonna try not to do the detours. Okay, so I was trying to remember why am I so excited to have a meeting with her. I'm gonna call her P for now because oh no, she said I could use her name. Yeah, okay. So and we're gonna record the meeting anyway, so you're gonna hear her name. So her name is Passy, and she's my daughter's very bestest friend, and they're housemates. And I just know that Passy is awesome because I've spent some time with her too, so I trust her a whole lot. And that's a little bit of a detour. I'm gonna go back on track. Okay. Oh my God, I'm petting the dog. You have no idea how much that helps. Okay. Back on track. Oh, dang, so yeah, I lost the thread. Oh, okay, we have a meeting today, on Zoom, and I'm not gonna say why it's so cool on Zoom. That's a big detour. And so, and I asked her. I said, "Hey, can I record it today? Cause I know we're gonna talk about a lot of important stuff that I want to remember, but I don't want to take notes. It's too distracting. And take too long. So, yeah. Can we record today? Cause in case she, didn't feel like showering before or something, whatever. She might want to brush her hair different or something. I want to give her some more time to decide if she's okay recording. And she was like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's great." So, a couple minutes later, I remembered the first time that well, I don't remember in high school. Maybe I got it in high school too, but I'm just gonna stick with the college. Okay, later I'll do high school another time because I just remembered that. So college. Yeah, I started having a really hard time with my classes in my junior year. Real hard time, but it was lots of math. Just math never really made sense. Oh man, so frustrating to me. So when I had to start doing the math, I couldn't put it off any longer. Everything started to suck real bad. Like everything. Okay, my homework always took like lots of time. Anyway, and I often put it off, and so I like struggled in general. But tests were so fucking hard, and then just all of it was so finally I told somebody how hard it was, and I found out it was not supposed to be that hard. I just didn't know it wasn't supposed to be that hard because it's just always been hard. So anyhow, so he told me I should go take a test. And I didn't want to because I was afraid of what the test would say. I was afraid it would say somehow crazy, or just like what I don't know. I just was scared. I'll tell you a story later why I'm so scared to get like I to get diagnoses. Those were scary. Anyway, so I finally took the test. It took forever for me to schedule it, but I knew, damn it, I'm not failing my classes, and I don't want that to happen. So I scheduled the test, and I took it, and it took a really long time, and my brain hurt so bad that I just remember sitting in that office and just being like, "Is this almost over?" Anyway, so I did my best, and I'm not gonna go into details. I had a lot of memories during the test I did a couple months ago. A lot of memory capsules burst. See, I'm getting all wound up again. Anyhow, so after the test and I got the results, I wish I'd kept those, but I didn't. The lady said, there's lots of stuff that you can get special because of your because of your severe learning disability. So she explained it. All I really remember is that she said, we can do some stuff different for you in class, and you can get extra time for tests, and you can record lectures if you want. So you don't have to take notes. So that was like the key thing that I was remembering. And but it was really weird to record stuff back then. So that became a barrier. And I was so tired of being weird, and I was just trying to fit in, but I definitely took advantage of the sorry, I got burped out. I took advantage of the extra time for tests and the extra time turning in my homework. Really, that stuff helped. But sometimes my friends would get done with their homework before me, and then they would kind of, coach me a little bit. So I learned a lot from my college friends. So yeah, so I think that was the basics. Is there's so many versions of lots of memories. The computers. I still would love that there's movies coming out. I gotta watch them. It'll be kind of fun, I hope. Like Tetris and gosh, I know there's lots of movies out about the start of Apple. And God, I've told me stories about it. So gosh, oh yeah, here's my favorite part. So I was super excited about all that the fact that Passy and I can record. And so there's also like a million things coming together that I was so excited about. And that's why I got clear these blockages, and just it's getting easier to look at them. It's getting easier because I get all the things I need now. That's loud. That's loud. So maybe I have so many things I want to say. I just got focused. I bet I can. How about, what I should do? Oh my gosh, I've been doing this 13 minutes. I'm gonna go off the screen, but I might keep talking. But that's my timer. Okay, so that's my check-in. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me turn it off. I'm so excited because I've been practicing my timing. I've been practicing making it less conscious to track segments of time because I don't want to think about it. I don't want to worry about being late. So this is another way. I have accommodations that just weren't available back in in college, or even for a while after college. I didn't. This is so amazing. This tool, I love it so much. But it's actually time for me to get a new one. I just haven't figured out how to make that happen. So anyhow, computers. So this computer now that I have is, admittedly got old and a little bit decrepit. It has some funny things it does sometimes, and I don't want to try to figure it out. But it, even in its current state, it's a MacBook Air from I don't know. It was a lovely gift from my Santa Piper. It was just some computer at work that nobody was using, and so he gave it to me. He said that he made goodness. He spit. Can't wait until I can tell more of our stories. Okay, I'm supposed to go off camera because my body's kind of freaking out now. And yeah, I'm trying to, listen. Anyway, I've been getting real good. 15:55. I've been getting real good at knowing when it's time. That my timer's about to go off. I almost always look at it and I grab up for it. So I'm real proud of that. But I stop thinking about it so it doesn't take up any processing. I guess that's why I won't talk about computers because I think that's how my brain works. And they've always kind of made sense, but they stopped making sense a long time ago. But I can tell you about when my love affair with computers started. Yeah, I'm gonna go off camera. My body feels so weird. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera, but I think I gotta still talk. So maybe I just got okay. So I try to remember, but it overcoming lots of worries about being weird. That's why I'm not really on camera, yeah, it's that weird thing. That's why it's real good that when I was listening to the Autistic Mystic, he's one of my new good best friends, and he doesn't know it yet, but he records really amazing tarot readings. He's so funny, and he tells it like it is. And the April readings for Gemini, and one of my new great friends, she and I are birthday twins. And that's amazing. I'm supposed to be shaking. That's why I keep forgetting. Part of it is on the professional thing. God damn it! You know what? I actually work for a place in 1997. I think is when. Oh my God! That's so long ago. Okay, so in 1997, I went to work for a place where I was required to wear no pants. And the fucking kicker. Oh, professional wear was fucked out. That shit was super uncomfortable, and I did not think it was important enough to. I'm angry. God damn, I'm angry. I can tell. I did not want to spend my limited financial resources on stupid fucking clothes that I shouldn't have had to ever wear. But those motherfuckers made me wear fucking nylon, so I had to spend my own hard-earned money because back in those days, this stuff was not a write-off, and you could not insist that the company pay for it. If they require a certain if they require certain kind of things, I think they should pay for them. Like even if they pay for my fucking nylons, I might have been a little less pissed, but they should have given a clothing stipend because damn, it made me broker, and I hated spending money on those clothes instead of comfy stuff. Fuck. Okay, I got that out. Okay. Okay. So, what was most important that I wanted to say right now? Okay. I'm trying real hard to get back to practicing drinking a lot of water. Um, this is, I think, 24 ounces, and I try to drink 3 of these every day. So that usually means I have to carry it around. I have to like not lose it. I have to remember to open it and drink it. But if I have it nearby, if it's real easy to carry around and it's eye catching, I don't lose it. And so yeah, I am trying to do that, and I'm doing pretty good. Um, what was most important? Okay, so I did have the first time. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, and then the other thing that was hard about like recording lectures is then I have to listen to them in order to get the benefit, right? So I usually found I ended up just fucking taking notes and missing so much, and God, that was so frustrating because I wanted to do good in school, and I did do pretty good, especially for I basically always had to work full time, and kind of made me mad. Uh, that made me mad too. I was so tired of working all the time, but I found fun ways to do it, I guess. And like, yeah, I've always gotten paid. Always, I think, except for in fucking high school, which I just learned interpersonal skills in high school. Really, I didn't learn much like whatever information. I just didn't. But I really. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized. So basically, I kind of always like I'm mostly interested in the people. I mean, and so I go where the people are that I want to like get to know. I go to like so it was a high school. I hated staying home, man. That was high school was my respite. But really it was just because I just like to see all the people and like know what they were up to and see how they were and what they were wearing. And I didn't like all the drama, but yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. The content of the classes, I was so mad that I had to do stuff that I'm not interested. Why am I required to like learn? I don't. I guess I can't remember the classes I hated the most right now, but I sure I will eventually. And I probably should like focus on stuff I loved. Uh, but again, like, okay, the only reason that I love Mr. Holcomb's social studies was because Mr. Holcomb was like, oh my god, like one of the coolest men that I had ever known known in person. And so yeah, what he thought of me was super important to me. And I did some funny stuff in my homework to Mr. Holcomb. Like I wouldn't do the I didn't do the book report. I did read this letter once on a video, so I have to find it. But I I was supposed to do a book report, but I didn't have time to read the book. I just didn't. And so instead, I spent my homework telling him that my fear of failure was what was standing in my way, and I had asked all my teachers for their feedback, and they gave it to me. God damn, I was freaking bossy. I just didn't know you weren't supposed to do that kind of stuff, right? And so he really was kind. um, I think he just cut me a lot of slack because I like wrote him letters in my homework and he would write back and he gave me like really good advice. So that was one reason I love that class. And then another reason is I like love my best friend so much. I'm gonna say his name. I think. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll call him by middle name. We don't talk right now. But anyhow, I'll call him by middle name because he's super cool. So his middle name is D'Artagnan. Like Three Musketeers. yeah, so he was super cool, and we were in that class together. But the problem about being in that class together with your best friend, that you're also kind of in love with, but like afraid to like tell them, that whole like classic teenage angst, like unrequited love, but then you find out later that, that the other one was in love too, but they were too afraid, to like mess up the friendship. And so they just stay best friends, and just didn't talk about it. uh, Except no, like, oh my god, I hope I can find the letters that he wrote me on the McDonald's placemat. Oh my god. Okay, I've had lots of lovely love affairs, and it's fun to remember that. And a lot of my love affairs had no sex involved at all. Anyhow, so what was I saying? Okay, I supposed to be moving. Oh, see, okay, so yeah, here's another thing. So, I hated having to sit still. That, oh my god, that was like torture. And like literally, the desks we had to sit in felt like a cage to me, because they hurt my butt so bad. They were like so hard, like molded plastic, right? And then like this metal bar on the side, and then I think my kiddo had that sort of like this in elementary school. I don't. Maybe in high school too. I don't know. Everybody had them, right? If you went to like an American school, no, they have no a lot of chairs. So anyway, just I know. Hopefully you know what I mean. Or that, like if this video is ever like uh you know if I ever do anything with this video, I'll do like a picture of that desk right there. So yeah, I felt like a cage. I fucking hated it, and I had to sit still, and I had to hide my fidgets. But a lot of times I still got in trouble for my fidgets, and then everywhere I went, I always got in trouble for my fidgets, and so or I was a weirdo, so I didn't do them, and now that it's starting to be okay to like to do whatever you want. That then I start do more of whatever I want. I'm trying to discharge the energy and then letting it get all stagnant inside. So, oh yeah, what was okay? It was important. What that was it? Oh, sitting still. Fuck that shit. Okay, so I was so proud of myself. In January of 2020, I got to go because I had a very good friend then who was so generous. Oh, I learned a lot from my friend. Um, Anyhow, he worked for this really cool guy, like a I don't know, but I don't know what to call him. But I went to this like 3 day, I think it was, like training session, right, with a big group, and it reminded me of like the olden days when I was in network marketing. Um, yeah, mostly network marketing, where like a whole bunch of people who all wanted to be like braver or like do better in the business or whatever. Like network marketing, a lot of times, honestly, was like a lot of self growth kind of stuff. And it was kind of all over the board, whether or not it was good or bad or whatever. But I learned a lot, right? But also, damn, it was like so hard sometimes to be in those rooms and everybody like hop, hype, flashing lights, screaming, being told what to do. Like I learned a lot, and I got paid to learn all that stuff. And also like how to build a business through like, networking, right? I have a lot to say about good old fashioned networking. I think it's dead, but I think it's gonna come on resurgence. But it's gonna require that some of us folks that are a bit older and either still do networking. I'm just guessing, not just the people who really do this are older. But anyway, uh we gotta teach the youngins but how to do the good old fashioned referrals to their friends and community and like being really happy to like give testimonials and stuff. Like that was and the networkers would get to know each other and would like refer stuff. So you know, like that was the good old days, but it also took a lot of work to do the networking because you got to go in person. Um, and yeah, there are inconvenient times. It takes so much effort. Anyway, now we can network online, right? So anyhow, I had that 3 day training with Dr. Aziz. He just really goes by that because his last name, I don't remember exactly how to spell it, but I think it starts with a G. Yeah, anyway, Dr. Aziz, he wrote lots of books. He's actually pretty freaking awesome. So I'm glad I got to go to the last in-person thing before the pandemic fucked everything up. So anyway, it was one of those big groups, and the people who were training were on the stage, and there was lots of loud music and lots of flashing lights, and it was quite a production. And there were parts of it that I loved, and there was parts of it that I'm like, this is so tough. I am paying a high price to learn this, but this is valuable information, and so I am willing to expend it. But you know what? I don't care. I don't really care if people think I'm a weirdo. I'm gonna go to the back of the room and I'm gonna move my fucking body with my notebook and I'm gonna take notes and but I'm gonna do yoga because they thought that was like socially acceptable, right? I could do some yoga in the back of the room. I'm not distracting anybody unless they choose to be distracted. And it helped me. I realized by then it helped me learn. It helped me listen. If I took notes, why I did exercise somehow. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm not gonna be embarrassed because I know it's gonna help me. And I'm also gonna drink lots of water. And you know what? People noticed. And one man, he decided to be brave. I think he'd seen me do it a couple of times um in over a couple sessions and he came over and he whispered to me, "Can I do this with you?" And I said, "Of course, please do." I didn't think to ask, "Do you know yoga?" I think I just like assumed he didn't. Well, I think it was fair that I assumed he didn't because in 2020, there was more people who like yoga, but there's still a lot of people who think it's weird. And in this particular room I was in, I figured there might be a pretty high number of people who still did everything like kind of old school, and yoga was weird. So I just assumed he didn't know yoga. Anyhow, so I asked if he wanted me to show him some stuff, and he said, "You know what? I'm actually really good at yoga." I don't remember exactly how he said it. I might have taken notes. "I'm actually really good at yoga. 33. And so I know what to do." And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we did our own thing, and yeah. Anyway, we did our own thing, and each did yoga, and it felt really good to have somebody say, "Hey, can I do this with you?" Because it's not like I'm gonna put out the invitation. Like people kind of have to come up to me and say they're interested. Or I mean, he didn't have to ask. He could have just started, but it was more fun to like do together. Anyway, this is a super good part. And it's another example of like how oh, this is so beautiful how the story's coming together. Because earlier I said sitting in class in high school or in any grade was fucking torture. But then I talked to this dude and I found out that it wasn't torture comparatively. So anyhow, I did not know where he was from, but he did look like maybe he was from the Middle East somewhere. And during the break, I was getting some water. Every time I see it, I'm gonna get some. during the break, he came over to me and he said, "Hey, can we talk for a minute?" I was like, "Well, absolutely." Because I was another thing about these events is you like try to talk to people so you don't actually get a break. Because like literally, if you're in the line for the bathroom, people want to talk, and it's fun. But sometimes I need a break, and I can't always find a place to hide. So anyhow, but in this break, I was happy to talk to the man because I was curious. I probably would talk to him at some point about prioritizing water. Um, so yeah, like, can we talk? Absolutely, I'm so excited to talk. I think I even suggested he get a glass of water. I'm a water pusher. I will never stop. Um, so anyhow, okay, he says, I don't remember everything, but he said, hey, when I was a kid and I was in school, he did tell me where he was from. I cannot remember, but it was in the Middle East. Um, one of the countries that's like super intense and super um, different from the United States in what I consider to be really intense ways. So anyhow, he said in their school they were not allowed to move. And what position was he in? Uh, shoot, maybe he'll come back, but I don't think it was even like a sit up position. I think it was some sort of weird position where I said, "Oh my gosh, like what a closed thing!" Or how do kids learn in that position? Because I at that time like understood enough about like especially how kinetic learners need to move right in order to like really learn. Um, and so if you can't move at all and you're a kinetic learner, then oh my god, that becomes so much torture and you have to pay all your attention to like staying still. And I think they hit him. I hope I took good notes. I think he would get hit if he moved. Um and when I was in elementary school, uh, they they had stopped hitting kids most of the time. But once in a while, a teacher who was really mean, and of course we always told each other like who the mean teachers were. There were some teachers that still would hit the kids sometimes, but mostly they just let their paddle sit on the edge of the board, right? So we could all see the paddle, and we all knew that there was a chance that if you were super bad, the teacher would hit you. I'm really glad that they don't do that anymore, even in the United States. But this man's experience was definitely much, much, much worse. And I was so grateful that he came and sat with me. And yeah, we had a super nice talk. Super nice talk. So that's all I remember right now. But yeah, that was an extreme version. Okay. So now okay, so there's a story I wanted to tell my best friend Piper. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to look at 12:43. You know what? I think I still have some time. This feels real fun. So, what I think I'm going to do is go stop this video and I'm going to set up a different one. Where I think I tried to brain dump some of the stuff that I want Patsy to make into projects in Asana because we use Asana in order to communicate like projects and tasks and stuff. And yeah, so if I make a video, and she already told me that this was okay, like she would do this. I will make a video of like, okay, here's a project idea, put it in as a project, and then in a section, like this will be sub project we gotta do for that first one, and yeah, so yes, basically, I think I need to have a snack too. I feel my body feels funny, and I have had a kind of small breakfast. So shoot, it might take a little break, a little while, but I hope that I definitely have time to brain dump because I don't want to spend all of our time my assist with Passy. I don't want to spend all my time like brain dumping like that. Yeah, I'll just record me brain dumping, and she can watch it later. Depending on the time she has available. That's the thing. But I guess if she's not available, to like listen to my descriptive videos of what I want in Asana, like that would be a super easy thing for somebody else to do. Probably wouldn't take very much training. Okay, anyway, that was a good idea. I'm sure I'll remember it, but I'm gonna go get a snack and um more water and okay. I forgot. I could guess I ran out of time to talk about computers. I'll just have to do that another time. That's another thing that tracking time helps me do is it lets me hyperfixate if I want on something, and I know that an alarm will go off and remind me to come back if that's important. And I always trust. Or mostly trust. Sometimes I will push it back. I try to trust the version of me that set that timer that she made a good choice, and so I don't have to think about it again and try to remember or whatever. Because yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, delegating every possible thing that you can, and it's super nice. To me, I think it's super nice to have this little device where I can basically turn this into one of my assistants. Like it does a lot of things that back in the old days, like assistants or receptionists or at like I can't remember the secretaries, all that stuff. They used to have to keep their bosses on track all the time because their bosses couldn't track time, and their meetings would go long, and the secretaries would come in and say, so and so is coming in a couple minutes. um so waiting rooms, like it was way different in the old days, but now, like, uh if I'm at a meeting or I'm doing something, I can set a timer, and some person doesn't have to like come in and tell me. It's amazing. They- yeah. Watch shows from like the 50s, and oh yeah, you get what I mean, in the 50s. And man, they had to put up with a lot of sexual shit. Yeah, god damn, I know it was hard in the workplace then, but someday I'll tell the stories of like yeah, the sexual harassment that I got at work, but mostly at the first job. Yes, at the gun place with laser sighting devices for handguns is what was a startup that I worked for. It was a fucking cool experience, and I made a lot of money from it later. But yeah, I can't talk about that now. I need a snack, and more water, and oh, good. See, I haven't been stressed out, so the dogs are taking a nap. So they're a good barometer of my energy, because dogs are often mirrors for the people they around. Okay, okay, okay. Bye bye. I'll come back later. I hope.